That is a lot of ships circling just one tiny lake. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Skylines, where I have made quite a bit of progress on this little island, or not island, this little lake here. If I come up into the first person, or not first person, if I come up top, we can see that we've got quite a few of these little shellfish fishing harbours and a few, I think there's a algae farm and a seaweed farm around here, so quite a few things that are working out in here. I've got them currently just going into the region, or at least into other places, which I don't think is actually working too well for me, because all they're doing is just coming into here, coming across here, and then instantly despawning. So I'm not getting much money off it. Well, when I say not much money, I am still making about $40,000, which is a fair amount. It is most of my income now. So most of my income is propped up by fish, but it can get a lot better. You see, one of the things I haven't been looking at is this, the fish factory. And what this does, it takes all the fish from all these factories, all these things, and puts them into cans and whatnot. So it actually processes the goods. So that will get us a lot more money if we can actually get the thing there. But it does require workplaces, which is going to be slightly annoying because I'm not sure if I need to actually put it with people. But we'll see what happens. So the first thing we're going to do here, I think would be to set up a road system. A nice little road system over here somewhere. It's probably not the best looking thing in the world. And set up some factories. So where are we? Factories. Fish factory there. And attach it to the road. So 1, 2, 3. We'll see how 4 does, because I think that will do quite nicely. It's a little bit junk. So what we need to do then is, I think we need to put in make this a one-way road. Do like so. Oh wait, no, that's going to be weird. So what I want them to do is to go into here and then produce the goods, and then they can only come out onto here, which I'm not sure they'll do. So what we need to do there, we need a couple of these, where is it? A couple of these train stations. One goods here, one there, and one over here somewhere. That's going to be the output, so in and out. So we need to collect all these train stations, put them onto one line, and put them into here, and then do the same out. So let's set all this up and then come back. I may or may not have made a bit of a mistake. So I've got all the trains now linked up into here, and they're all slowly going to here. But most of these things are just going straight past the fish factories, and they're just going straight back out. So I think that, yeah, this is just a bit of a waste. So I may... I'm not sure if I just want to do that, because they're all just going straight back onto there. But what I might want to do is, instead of doing that, I might want to pop down a fish market at each of these things. So there is going to be trucks coming off there. So if I put a fish market somewhere in here, let's say along the roadside might do quite nicely. So that should start picking up some of the fish from there. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll put another one further south as well, so near this one, and we'll put one. Where is the other line going to? We've got one going out there. We've got one going down here. We'll need to put one over here. So let's get those fish markets in and see how they do. And you know what? Since most of these trucks are just going straight out again, they're just going straight into here and then straight back out. Well, that said, yeah, most of these are just doing nothing, which means I might need to remove a few of those. But yes, since most of these things are just going straight in, straight out, I might just reconnect this on both ends, on both these stations, and see, and that might improve our efficiency just a little bit better. They may still choose to go in, I think, but we'll see what happens. I'm starting to think as well that it's not worth having this here, this fish factory here, if I can just dump it in here, and then it's going to go out to these areas as well. So with that in mind, if I get my factory up again, if I just dump it in here somewhere, say here, that's not gonna work. somewhere, that's not going to work either, just somewhere in here, like there we go. So that should, I mean, that's going to annoy some of the people around it, but it is going to slowly produce some goods, and it's going to go straight back out again. So that means all the stuff I've just built here is entirely worthless. So let me get rid of it all, and we can move on to using the next part of today's episode. Just one last section on this bit. I thought I might have a little bit better luck if I put the fish factory right next to the train station, and it turns out the answer is yes. You can see this factory's got some fish in it. We've got this one which has got plenty of fish in it, although it is serving a much wider range of things, and we've got one down here which already, I just put that one down and it's already got some fish in it. So that's really good. So that should, in theory, start a little bit more thing. I might really actually need to put a second fish factory in here too, because if these are all coming in, all exporting, but that shouldn't struggle at all to keep up with. That shouldn't struggle at all. So that is really good indeed. So now I'm going to start turning to this and to this. I'm going to start the revamp process of getting this into a much more productive area by using all of these things. So I need to figure out how it actually works, because I actually have no idea how it works, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Now, we're going to start with the ore industry, because I think that one is the one that can best cope with me removing bits and editing and all that. So what we're going to do here is we're firstly going to dezone everything here, and that should remove everything in there. Let's remove, let's get rid of all of this as part of the ore industry. So that, and we might need to remove all the roads as well. So a little bit of work, a little bit of setup. And so yeah, let's get rid of the roads here. And there we go. So I've also just zoned this all as one industry area. So that should work pretty well. I might actually expand a little bit more up here, but that's not too important. So how do we get this going? So we've got ourselves small ore mines. We need to put it all on a roadside. And I don't know. What do I need to do here? I think if I do, let's see, let's go along with our usual road design and put one massive road along through here and another one across there. And that should give us a little bit of room to do what we need to do. So, where is our next ore? It's that one, and we just need to put a couple along here. I want to put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for now. Let's put it like that for now and see how that goes. Now, as best I can figure out, some of these trucks are still going out to the region, which is not what we want. So I've cut off every route in and out of this area, which should hopefully fix this up. Yeah, I don't want them going out of the city. I just want them producing everything to go into here, which hopefully they do, because I'm not really sure how this works again. Because you can see the trucks there are just going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I might need to figure that out a little bit more. Not quite sure. We'll see what happens. And it looks like, at least for the time being, that this is going pretty well. We can see our little production going up very well, and we can see our output going into our little things over here, and some of our output into 64 tons of output, which probably means these things are definitely not keeping up. But I am also importing a little bit, which I believe is only from these bits, because I don't have anywhere that my trucks can come in and import stuff, or trains can come in and import things. So that is working pretty well. There's a bit of a fire down here, but that is going pretty well. So at some point I will be deleting this as well and slowly transitioning to entirely this. So overall this is going to work pretty well. I might leave this for a little while and come back every now and then to see if it's going well, and slowly improve these bits to level 2, level 3 and so on. Looks like it might take a little bit longer than one episode. We'll see how we go. Right, so while the ore is slowly churning away, let's get started on food land as well. I was hoping to only do one at a time, but we'll see what we can do 2, since this one's going to take a little bit longer. And it does seem that we've got a little bit of a different problem here with we don't have as many farm industries here, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. So we're going to probably concentrate our farming on in these squares up here. So first, as usual, we're going to, well, as usual I say when I've done it once, but we're going to dezone all this. It's not exactly square, but we can cope with that. There we go, get rid of all that, get rid of the roads, and continue on with our business of redeveloping our industry. And there we go, a pretty simple setup. We've got fruit over here, we've got crops over here, and we've got animals over here. Looks like most of them are leaving the industry, which isn't too bad because these ones are just, I've already got food in them. So animal products and crops, which I think are both going to here. We'll see how it goes again. So we're producing pretty fast, and we've got quite a bit of stuff going into animal products. I'm not sure yet if I can do flour, and it looks like that. A simple grain salad, no, that doesn't do anything. So not yet. So we've got again, we're just going to have to let this run for quite a while and see how it goes. But I think, producing a little bit of money. Yeah, it's again importing, and once again that would just be from this massive stuff down here. So over time, the aim is to get this to be completely self-sufficient. So we might have three different ones of these. So we'll have fruit, we'll have animals, and we'll have crops, and we'll have them scattered in here so they are all doing just one thing, and we're not confusing the two. We'll probably do the same up here at some point. Now, while we were off camera, we did actually upgrade our ore fields, so it is now level 2, and that's actually working pretty well. So what we'll do here is, since we can, we will change to a small ore mine underground, and then get rid of our other ones, because that's a sensible financial decision to do. So let's get rid of that, and that. And that should work pretty well. So having a look in my finances, over here, we have lost a little bit of money off the ore and the production on the farm industries, because that was doing about 40,000 in the ore. So if you come over here, we're doing about 40,000 in the ore, and it's now dropped to 32,000, which is not too bad. We just need to keep ourselves in the green for the time being. Though one more thing I did notice is that I actually have a lot less of these things. So if I bump that way up to 100%, that should actually improve the amount of money I get off selling things. Because, yeah, again, we're just dumping a lot of cargo in here, and so hopefully that will generate more planes, which means more profit. One thing we're also able to do now is unique factories, which I think just do, well, unique stuff. So that one does metals, which means we just need metals for that. So later on, I believe we can only build one of those, which is a little bit annoying. So that's fine by me. What that will probably mean in the future is that as we get more unique factories, we'll start funneling our goods from here, and goods from here, for instance, into a single unique factories area, and then that will generate heaps of stuff which will go out to our region. So again, a little bit of setup, and I'm still working out exactly what is actually needed to be done in this area, but overall I think it's working very well. A little bit more time has passed, and I have upgraded this to a level 3 as well as this to a level 3. I am slowly working on getting everything up to level 5, and then I might do a massive reorganization, because you can see here I've got myself 8 different medium crop fields and 8 different, medium fruit fields, and then I've got them going into the secondary producers, which are over here. And this one is technically a tertiary, I guess, because it's got both animal and flower, but it doesn't have crops, which may or may not be a problem. We'll have to see. We may need to move that one somewhere else, but overall we're going pretty well. On this side of things, we're still producing a lot more stuff than we need. You can see quite a bit of the stuff is going to metals, which is these 4, and glass, which is that one over there. And for some reason I got disconnected power grids. No I don't. But for some reason these guys are complaining about crops. So, one thing I have noticed as well is down here I'm not experiencing any more problems with goods, and that is possibly just because of the 2 grid stations I've got north and south, which are both now being serviced. Whoops. So that is a good start indeed, but it can get even better. might need to put a cop station somewhere around here. I don't want to link this up because then that is... Yeah, I might need to make... No, if I make that one both ways, then people are going to be able to get in. I don't want the trucks to get back in to this area, which is a little bit annoying, but there's not too much we can do about that unless we just stick a small copper in there. We'll see what happens. As an aside, I am still experiencing massive tailbacks on this thing, and it is affecting my ability to get this stuff in. So actually, I should probably make that a two-way. Let's see. So I need to do a little bit of adjustment here because I had a few things go wrong. I had a few I had a few, whatchamacallit, bad things go on. So if I cut that around there, then make this a highway, it should be a bit better. That should allow for more traffic in and out. Come on, there we go. And I leave that one. So in and out, although the problem is still trains, but I'll let that go for now. So I've managed to get Anchor Plantation up to level 4, which has meant a little bit more stuff is unlocked. However, if we still look on here, we're still getting a ton of stuff being produced that is just going straight out, and that, I think the best way to solve that would be just to put a few more of these flour mills or similar. What else do we have access to? We've got milking parlors, which is 4,000, which produces 4,000 there. We've got flour mills, which doesn't do much to there. We really do need much bigger production facilities in here because we're going to have massive amount of stuff. What I'm thinking at the moment is having a segment over here, which is going to produce stuff that will go out to the other unique factories, because there are a few of those. We're going to need, what else? We're going to need to do the same over here with ore. So what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm making enough money off industry. You can see here, farming is basically getting me nothing at 7,000. So I might get rid of all of this and rezone it all into Anchor Plantation, or reset some of Anchor Plantation so it's producing different things. So let's, as usual, do our thing, get rid of all of this. And that might mean we need to disconnect some of our roads as well, but we can do that mostly off camera. I've been letting this run for probably an hour or so, and I've got up to level 5 for in the animal farms, or the farming district in general, and still on level 4 in Oreo, which is still going to be quite a while off because I'm not doing much in Oreo. I really do enjoy the farms. However, I have experienced that the bakery isn't doing anything at all. And I think the reason for that, after a little bit of research, is that I actually need silos in here. So if I get my farm and go all the way to the silo, I need a lot of these in order for the crops to grow. Do these do crops as well? Yes, so this one can do heaps. So I might, if I can, I can't quite fit the barn in there. So what I might need to do is do a little adjustment around here. Maybe take out those and do some roads in here to take care of the silos. So yeah, I've got 7 on this side, or 8 on this side, 7 on the left side, or right side. So let's get rid of those. Put some silos in, and we should be golden, or barns anyway. So barns take that much space, so I need to go right in there, right in there. So, tiny little road, let's do a dirt road. Where is it? Dirt road is here somewhere. There it is, and one right there. Hopefully there's enough space on either side. Let's go. If I'm honest, I'm probably designing this really poorly, but I would say I don't care, but I do sort of go. I do want to make this one way, if I'm honest. So let's make them all go in and come out the other way, and they should be a little bit more efficient. And then hopefully the bakery should start picking up from these silos and coming up this way and picking up. And which reminds me, I do need to fill up this road again. If I'm honest, this probably wasn't my smartest idea. I've now got heaps of things coming through here. All of them are trying to get to there. So as far as I'm aware, the only thing that needs to store crops... Well, actually no, I might need a couple more things, but they might be better served Just putting one of these right over there and deleting the rest, which does mean I'm going to get rid of a whole stack of these collected resources, but it's a small price to pay. So, let's keep that going. And there we are. That should be a little bit better. So that should hopefully start filling up pretty quickly. And then this bakery can start filling up with goods as well. I'm not sure if I got that the right way around. We'll see, because I'm not sure which way these guys will need to go to pick up stuff. So I might need to put that there for now. Move this across and put that here. So the idea with the bakery, I think, is I really should put in a very self-contained area around here, around it. So I'm still trying to work out exactly what's going to go on with this area. I'm thinking the production will be over here, and then the stuff will have to come out. But there's still future plans as well, which I don't want to explain quite yet. Keep you on the hook for the future episodes. Hopefully this thing sorts itself out eventually, or hopefully it does, because I'm still not quite sure why it's doing things. But if we just keep an eye on that, we can keep an eye on it. I'm still not quite sure why the bakery isn't working. I'm going to have to work on that, I think, off camera and in between episodes. There is one more thing I want to get done today, and unfortunately it once again revolves around this rail system. So once again I've got heaps of trains all trying to get through one station. So I think I need to actually upgrade this system, and I am been putting it off. So the idea here is that this line, instead of going underground and just dropping off at the one station, which I think is my problem, it's going to have to have several cargo stations through here dropping off cargo. So it is going to be a bit busier, and I think hopefully there are some things I can do about that. But for the most part, it's going to have to go through here and drop off more cargo. So I'm going to work a little bit on that off camera as well. So because I am just about out of time for today. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this attempt as I started to set up an ore and a food and ore factories, which the food one actually looks a lot better. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.